Yeah. Okay, Betty, who's next?
So the next question is from Amber. I'm marketing a free class happening on Tuesday and don't have any ideas beyond sharing with my newsletter and Instagram. Any thoughts? Thank you.
Yeah, it's too late. There's such a thing as too late. I will say that. And this is a very classic dynamic. It's 3 weeks away, 2 weeks away, it's next week, and I don't have enough people. What do I do? Okay, of course, there are some suggestions I can offer in terms of hustle on last minute, but the fundamental thing usually I would say is cancel, reschedule, and give yourself time. There's an ebook I've got called The Art of the Full House. Talks all about how do you promote events. I've got a playlist, I think on YouTube around, Betty, could you check on my playlists around promoting workshops? I think so. I'm not sure. But so let me give, so here's the short-term fix, and then there's the long-term fix. The short-term fix is you just hustle and you tell everyone, and you just, like personal emails, by the way, personal messages, that's the best approach. You just think, who do I know who might like this? And you send a direct message. By the way, what do you say in that message? It's not like, oh my God, I'm trying to fill my event. God, it's so desperate. I just can't even afford, food these days. And I just like a pancake. And could you give me enough to buy a pancake mix? It's not that. It's just, hey, I've got this event coming up, and I was looking through my list of friends of who I thought might resonate. And when I saw your name, I got so excited about you being there. Here's the link, no pressure at all. It's so last minute, and maybe it's not a fit, but I just thought I'd share it. Something like that. I just want to underline that language might sound like it was throwaway language, like I'm just riffing. It's all like no pressure. It may not be a fit. I know you're so busy. I know it's last minute. What is all that languaging trying to do? Give them an exit. Take the pressure away, not corner them. It's like, I know you love me as a friend and you want to support me, and that if I really asked for your help, you'd really be there and show up for me because you're that kind of a friend. And I know you believe in abundance and the sharing of, what I'm saying? You can feel me psychically trying to corner you so you can't say no. When in fact, what we want to do is make it so easy they can say no. Like as we're just trying to show them the exits all the time, reminding them they're not trapped. You can go at any point and I'm okay. If they don't think that we're okay with no, they won't be okay giving us a yes. I mean, this is everything you know about consent from other areas of life. It's just 100% one-to-one translation to this. So one-on-one outreach. If it's, you got to hustle, that's the best way. But of course, post on Facebook, tag people. And then the other thing is, if there are people who've signed up, you can reach out to them personally and just say, hey, this is a favor, if I can ask. There's just, I didn't get as many people as I'd hoped for. If you know anyone, if you could spread the word, I'd be personally very grateful. Here's a link, here's some text you can use just to make it very easy for them. Because if they've already signed up, they already like it. They already get that it's valuable enough to sign up. So they're your allies, and it's worthwhile inviting them to do that. Okay, so that's some ideas on the short-term fix. Betty found the list. There is a playlist, filling events and workshops. You can see a bunch of my things on that. There's the ebook you can buy on the topic. The long-term fix, though, is this. Number one, make sure that the events that you do are repeatable. Don't do a new event all the time. This will kill your business. Oh, every month I'm doing a new workshop on a new topic. Don't. It's too hard. You got to write new sales there. It's just more, it's like lift off every time. So have a few that you just do ongoingly, 3 or 4 at the most. If you have one, your life just got a lot easier. That's number one. So pick a focus. Like, I'm going to do this one again and again and again. Number 2, come up with a checklist of how do you prepare and promote that event. Yeah. What are the steps to prepare for it? Or what are the things to promote it? And you can just do this like a little spreadsheet, like a little, every row is another step, put a little tick box in it so it's satisfying. And once you made the list, you put them in the best order. Like, so for example, well, choosing a venue is probably going to come before choosing the date, because if or which is, I don't know, you got to find the date and the venue before anything can happen. Once you've done that, then maybe you create the Eventbrite thing. And once you've done that, then maybe you're going to craft the email. Maybe you need to write the copy before you get the event. Anyways, you get the steps. Okay, every time I do this, I have to go through these steps. Right, got to create an Eventbrite, got to create a Facebook event, right? I want to post it on Facebook. Oh, I got to email my list about it. Oh, I should also make a list of people to reach out to one-on-one. Yeah, and here's the thing. Let's say the capacity is 20 people. Come up with a plan that you feel confident will get you 40 people. Yeah, that's what you're aiming at with the plan. And then you do the plan. And it either works or it doesn't. And if it doesn't, you need to change the plan. Like, well, that was not good enough. You got to add some steps or take away some steps or change it somehow. So have a plan and do it every time, because what happens otherwise is we flail. It's the last minute kind of flailing spastic motion. You see what I'm saying? And there's no rhyme or reason to it or rhythm to it. It's desperate at the last. That's what it always results in. Versus if you have a plan, it becomes a sort of, you just do a little thing every day. There's no panic at the end. By the time you get there, everything's been done. And then here's the real key. It depends how big a workshop it is. Now, how long a workshop is this, Amber?
How long? It'll be about an hour and a half.
Okay, great. So if you have like a retreat or a weekend workshop, the best way to promote that is with intros that are about an hour and a half long. Yeah, there's no better way to do it. Also, if you have coaching programs, I can't recommend anything more than doing intro workshops where you share your point of view. If you want to sell a coaching package, do an intro workshop, tell them your perspective. And then they kind of resonate or they don't. And you say, if you resonate with my perspective and you'd like help, here's how you get it. But okay, so in terms of an intro, the other thing to consider as a long-term fix is just some real talk here. There's a certain point where you've emailed your list about a certain something enough that they've all heard it. Anyone who was going to sign up, they signed up. It's over. The field must go fallow now for a while. Yeah, to become fertile again. And so there's sometimes you just, okay, my list is sick of this. If I email one more time, they're just going to go nuts. So what do? We find other people who could host that intro as a hub, yeah? We say, okay, who might reach these people? Given this topic, are there other people that are kind of complementary or they're reaching the people I want to reach, and maybe they could host it for me? And they bring you in to talk to their folks, and you don't have to do any marketing at all. I mean, that's the dream. Hey, you just show up and talk to people. And here's what I would recommend too. So let's say you think, there's some yoga studios that might want to host me. I got some friends who do that. You say to them, look, it's $20, or you charge whatever you want, and you keep all the money. Let the host make all the money on that first one. Why? Because you want to fill it. You would rather have more people there than not. The money you make will come from whatever you offer after. Yeah, it's an investment in the long term. Now you could profit on the first one. It's just the host isn't going to be as excited to promote it, most likely. Yeah, if they could make $20 a person versus not, then at that point they'll say, well, I can just rent you my space. So I would prefer to get the room full, and then you have whatever it is you offer after that. Does that help at all?
Yeah, actually, this helps quite a lot. Thank you. I'm a queen flailer, so this is.
Yeah, the thing we all need if we flail a lot is a plan. We just often don't have it. It's amazing. And for me too, by the way, having a plan is sort of relatively new to myself as a business, which is a question to ask ourselves. Is this a business or is this a hobby? If it's a hobby, flail. It's fun. Why not? Just do what you want. I mean, God, Netflix has got a lot. Just watch that and whatever happens, happens. I mean, truly, I'm not even being sarcastic. It's like, it's just a hobby. No stakes in this. Just enjoy your life. For the love of God, it's too short. But if it's a business, we need a plan. So like, okay, these are the things we need checklists, we need systems. Also, because at a certain point with the business, you may want to hire somebody. And if it's all up here and a kind of intuitive, oh yeah, right, this is what I do to promote things, no one can help you. But once you have a checklist, you can start passing some of those steps on. You say, can you do this step? They say, how do I do that? And you say, oh, well, let me write it down. You put it in a little Google Doc and you link it to that step. So then when they click that, say, oh, there we go, there's the step. And then now they can do it. And you're freed that much. And pretty soon they can do almost the entire checklist and you don't have to do any of it. Yeah. And that's how you build a business that actually takes care of you rather than, because if you had, we got capacity, we can only do so much.